Do you know how hard it is to believe in yourself, to do stuff, to go out there, to chase your dreams when no one has ever believed in you? No one believes in you. No one has ever given you advice. No one has ever guided you. No one has ever gave you a few, tips. Not only that, they withhold information as well. They don't want to help you. Be it family, friends, partners, even my partners. Do you know how hard it is? I have so much respect for myself and for everyone that has gone through life, that they're doing life. They have been doing life since the beginning without anyone supporting them. Forget supporting, just giving some guidance, some advice. I'm gonna give you some advice, my child. Have you ever had that? It's I don't know what the verb is. It's burning burning a hole in my brain. The fact that I've been trying to remember, have I ever been consoled or comforted as a child? No. Have I ever been, let's just say when I was crying, have I ever been, or even when, I don't know about your families. In my family, if me or any of my siblings would fall sick, would get the flu or whatever, it was our fault. We would hear. We would get an earful as well. It's your fault. Forget I'm gonna look after you. I'm sorry, and And I just remember other instances where I would go. I was 8 years old, 9 years old, and I would just go. I would just walk. I would go to school by myself. Honestly, I don't want to go any further because I don't know what else I'm gonna discover. I would go. I can't imagine a 7, 8 year old child going to school by themselves. I can't. No one has ever comforted me. Like, I remember also when I was about 10 years old, I had like, I was playing in the playground and there was like anyways, let's just call it was like a drain, but whatever it's called. And there was like a nail, like a screw, a loose screw. And I fell on the drain and my shin just scraped scraped on the nail. I have that wound to this day. That wound needed stitches, needed to go to the hospital, it needed to be seen by, I needed stitches. I have the wound, it's open on my shin to this day. And I didn't want to tell my mom because I didn't want her to shout at me. Nurtured I nursed that wound. I was in so much pain and I didn't want to tell her because she would shout at me. What kind of child? What kind of upbringing? What kind of childhood is that? No one gave me any advice. Forget I would not tell it. I'm so glad nothing more serious happened to me. Thank God. I'm reading your comments, guys, and I feel so much for you. There you go. Just getting emotional again. The things you went through, and you managed to pick up yourselves out of that mud and find the strength to, and sometimes the forgiveness and carry on. Honestly, you inspire me. Thank God nothing more serious happened to me. It was just like those little things, and no one has ever comforted me or gave me advice or had my back. Everything was my fault. every single thing. And my siblings, I don't want to single out me. They were the same. We were all the same. It was always our fault. Whatever happened, if I said I had an argument with my friend at school, my mom would say, well, of course you would have, because you told her this and this and it's your fault, blah, blah, blah. Even if it was my fault, take my side. Take my side. And I never had, and then it carried on with friendships. No one, it was so hurtful. I knew it was happening. With my family, I didn't really figure it out that it was happening like that. That not even lack of support, it was the opposite. It was like they were just trying to even make me feel bad for my woes. Anyway, with friendships and partners, they would withhold information that it would make my life easier, and it would be helpful to know some information, especially when I moved to the UK and I didn't know a lot of things. Like I was just figuring out everything by myself. Like, we didn't have internet back in the day, like in early 2000s. Well, there was the internet, but it wasn't like I didn't have it on my phone. And I had friends, I had partners, I was looking for jobs. No one would help me. No one would say anything. Or like I was doing open mics and I was doing gigs. I was just trying to put myself out there to get more gigs. And they would just mention something about, oh, my friend is DJing there, but and they knew there was an opening for someone was looking for a artist, but they told me afterwards, like after the slots were filled, and I was thinking, why didn't you tell me? No one has ever had my back, and I have so much respect for everyone who managed to figure out life on their own. It's not easy. It's not easy, and you see other people being ahead of you, and you're thinking, why? Where have I gone wrong? You haven't gone wrong anywhere. You never had the support. You never had the guidance. You never had the advice. You never had the safety net. And me, I never did. The nicest comment I got here. See, niceness and kindness. This is trauma response. When someone is being kind to me. Okay, I'm still working on this. The nicest comment I got, okay, is when someone commented, I would be so proud if you were my daughter. Oh my gosh. And that was like a little taste portal of what it could have been. Like if someone said, I'm really proud of you, like my family. And no one has ever had our backs, but we have ours, and we're like, I feel like I'm incredibly strong. I'm incredibly strong. One positive thing out of all of this is that I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for anyone. If you're not making my time better than how I make my time amazing, I don't need you in my space, in my time, in anything. In other words, I don't know how to describe this. I don't, like, I've been through a lot alone, and I just I feel like I really I don't know how to say this without sounding bitter, but I don't need anyone anymore. I used to need people. I used to want company. I used to need people around me, and like I was so sad when I didn't have people around me. Now I don't. And that's a massive positive for me. It's freedom. I don't need to hold on to anyone's mood, or let's see if they're a nice person. Let's try with that person again. Let's see. I don't need to do this ever again. I don't need to do this. How amazing is that? I'm sorry. God, I tried. I tried. It never worked. There is a lot of nice people out there, like amazing people. I can see your comments, and it's a pity we never, like you or or me, we never came across nice people. You know, um, I'm gonna I'm gonna end this with, a little. I've been watching the Amy Poehler podcast. I don't know if you know. It's called Good Hang, and she invites her friends basically from SNL, from Parks and Recreations, and they talk. And it's just basically her friends like Rashida Jones, Aubrey Plaza, Kristen Wiig, Tina Fey, her friends. And it's so lovely to see the friendship and see two women talk and like understanding each other and having a banter, and it's intelligent women talking, and just be supportive and like reminiscing about past times, and not talking about relationships, not talking about kids. It's just pure friendship. And it's amazing. And I never had that. And yes, I'm jealous. I wish I had that. It sounds and it looks amazing. But it comes to show that it can it can be done. But we were just unlucky in life. We never met people like us, like in the same wavelength, or the same opinions, or same kindness. And like I never met a supportive friend. I never. I'm sorry. And some people will say, well, you're asking too much, Joe. I'm not asking too much. If I'm giving everything, I want back everything. I want back the whole thing. If I give everything, what I'm offering is top notch, and I give you everything, my friendship, and I'll be there. I will go to war for you. I want the same from you. I hope you know what I mean. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting, and have an amazing day.